Today, it's Madden NFL football. This is the National Football League. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Two yards to go, second down. Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit.
Back to throw, Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again. Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, That guy's invaluable.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. These two teams all tied after one. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Goff now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now a first down throw. Gone. That's complete to Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Gibbs straight ahead. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals 12-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Shane Zylstra from 6 yards away. And the Lions have taken the lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Chase will go in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Kirby Joseph there to drop him.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. 55.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 180. Double time. 42.
Moss going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff.
Quick throw there is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And now it's 2nd down. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
On the punt, return of 4, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range.
46 the mark. Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Here we go.
2nd down and a yard.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 180.
Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Come on, ready?
Running right, here's Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
180.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he's brought down. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
First down, here's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Moss is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
46, 46.
Moss once more. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McPherson on for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Goff. That one out wide and intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
What are you doing, dog? What are you doing?
For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will, 1st and 10. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aleem McNeil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshibas from 8 yards out. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you've got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
Goff on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 48-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
Going underneath. Gibbs has it.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now Goff on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Lions.
Throwing again is Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Goff now looking to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
from a yard out.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time, a 9-play drive.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Room here to run. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's got Higgins over the middle and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. An inside give, Brown. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Here's 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Goff throwing again. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
To throw is Goff. He's got it. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
At the 1-yard line.
The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Again, Goff. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
no run back here for Jones. A touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Right back to Brown. And he works free. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.